only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, 280, 10. Hey. Mike 55. Bravo. Twist. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. So don't say nothing. Stay 50. Check.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Deuce. Watch twist. 50.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check safety.
From the 41, Stafford got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
We go set. Yellow 80. Big 20.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 80. Mike 57. Watch the curl. Check nickel.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
22 jet bomber.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Blue 60. 57 to mine. 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Pick the edge. 80 weapons. Zebra!
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready! 6 yards! 2! Get your swerve on! Kill!
On first down, Sapp, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On third down, Sapp, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just know that.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy! Alert! Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Get on!
Now Stafford. And he finds Howard complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
1st down, Seattle.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Move! Alert! Go! 3 down, 3 down! Orbit!
From the gun, Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the kick. It's 2nd and 8.
pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Sting on the slot. Sting on the slot. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Yeah. Stop here, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 22 yards there, a first down. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Choose the Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 2. Mike 2. And watch the leg.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go. Go to base. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
32.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Topper! Hey, 50.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 180. Easy, alert.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Zero.
Pick it up.
Smooth.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You ain't going
32. Zero.
Throwing on third down, Stafford able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Hey, Haywood.
Got you, pop. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
21.
Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Like 7.
Watch the edge.
They snap it to Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down. Love. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 1, Mike 1. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he finds Seals Jones complete. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
But it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike 2. Mike 2. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 2. 22. Jet cover. 22. Jet cover. Out. Out.
From the gun, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Blue draw Corkers.
57's the mic. 50.
Hey, Echo.
I don't think you got it, son.
Stay 50, stay 50.
It's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
57. Mike, 57. You can't block me.
Throwing again. Stafford. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Ready. Take the Pittsburgh. Wahoo. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Ready, go. 3 down. 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Final minute now, the third quarter.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
On second down, it's Gordon. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Monday.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Exit.
Hey, Alpha.
55, check, 55, Mike.
Check pass.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Buccaneers.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Mike 55, Mike 40 got. Hey, Charlie.
Rush in.
White.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Monday.
I got you. No.
Off a play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 70.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Five.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hatchet.
To throw again. Stafford. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Gordon on first down. Nifty move. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Blue 60.
Brought down at the 8-yard line.
Everyone got 4 down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the
Zero.
8-yard line.
Middle. Greystone travel.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Set. 180.
57.
Hurry. White.
Watch the twist.
Go.
57, Mike 57. Coming.
Hey, go here.
From the gun, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Get 59. Get him. Check it back.
Here we go on 4th. Stanford. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, foxtrot.
55, Mike. Like 7. Hey, eat.
Hey, man.
Following the fumble recovery, Stanford. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check.
Hey. We got motion.
Double right.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55.
Throwing again. Stanford. This is Miller, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 down, even. Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, easy.
50.
Here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get
Hey, seam 6.
5, Mike 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Stanford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. Omaha, ready to move.
Mike 55. Silver. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
53. Ready.
Hey, zoom.
On 4th down, Stanford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Sapp takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, Sapp. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
32.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 15-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
22.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Fighting through. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Easy, alert. Hey, 22. 57. Mike, 50. Hey, exit.
Come on, boy.
He'll look to throw.
Don't be scared.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
180.
Okay, double up. Check 99. Check 99.
And middle. Hey, 70.
Flare.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
22! Bravo!
Mike 55! Mike 55! In your face. Check! Check! Check!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's how we do it!
By Shaquem Griffin. The tackle made back at his own 49.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.